We all know that we discussed, and probably the earlier speakers also spoke about the benefits of digital transformation. There are pros and cons to everything and anything. And as a statement, we all know that when we have some new technology or new process coming into our lives or industry, we know that there will be side effects or there will be cons to that one. Similarly, the gates has opened for digital transformation by the pandemic which hit us around 3 years before. It also brought the digital transformation, and it also brought the multiple challenges to the technologists, organizations, and especially the IT security professionals across the world actually. How much time I have? Okay, thank you. So one thing transformational which happened by this digital transformation, or the sudden rise of moving from on-prem to the cloud, or adopting the digital technologies and moving from the four walls of the enterprise and expanding beyond your firewalls of the corporates to reaching to your homes. For example, when we were working in the normal environment in the organization, we all have the confidence okay, my laptop is secure and my device is secure and I can access anything. And sometimes we may prefer our organizational systems than our personal system, thinking and imagining that our enterprise systems are more secure and we can do any financial transaction with a blind eye. But what happens, this confidence takes a hit due to the fact that the firewalls are no more existent, and the firewalls have spread until the four walls of your bedroom. And we all the we all the enterprise workers has moved on from the corporate work environments to our choice of places. So earlier, before COVID, or when the organizations has not adopted the flexi working, there was a time the security teams only supposed to monitor a particular set of environment, particular set of a geography, and a kind of a pattern which aligns with the organizational challenges and expected outcomes. But what happens, I know that all the attendees of this conference is supposed to be here. But when I see my network, or when I see the IP addresses of these attendees, if I imagine that someone is sitting in Rome, or someone is sitting in Himalayas, or someone is sitting in Kanyakumari and attending the same conference, there will be a sudden change in opinion. Similarly, the organization which is supposed to have all the employees working under the boundaries of firewalls has spread across. So when you take, normally what happens, the security teams configure your firewalls, security teams will configure your zero trust environments, thinking that the entire enterprise, the resources which you provide to the employees are under supervision, under the control of 24/7 monitoring. But what happens when it spreads across and throws across the globe? So when we, the one company which published a blog saying that they took a sudden shock when they observed that all the employees are supposed to work from India, even in the flexi working environment, but they found that the employees are spread across even Fiji Islands, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, and all these things. How it happens actually? So there are two aspects to this one. First one is your enterprise systems will not recognize or work in the way they are supposed to when the IP addresses or the requests are coming from a different boundaries of geographies. That's one thing. That will take a lot of time for the security teams to configure and have the control over the expanded environment. Second thing is, the tools will malfunction. They will not understand where this request of access is coming from. So why this chaos in the provisioning of accesses to all the employees? So what happens is the ISPs, internet service providers, which provides the internet connectivity from the homes to the enterprise networks core systems is different. Somebody may use Jio, somebody may use Airtel, somebody may use some other connectivity, and they route their systems, they route their connectivity through multiple channels, and they will create the the different IPs. So sometimes a person who is there in the India today in one city, his IP may reflect in from another city. So this system will not accept. And there will be a lot of challenges. So these are the initial glitches we had, the security professionals especially had before, the configuring properly and allowing all the employees with proper access. So the flexi working comes with the benefits and the discomforts also. So one of the biggest advantage what the digital transformation has brought to the enterprises is improving the efficiency and bringing the satisfaction to the employees. So as per one of the Big Four survey, quote unquote, it is observed that 80% of the workforces, employees, wants to continue working from anywhere. So it gives them the satisfaction that they have sufficient time, they are near to their families, and they can concentrate and focus on their the personal food habits and all those things, and also continue working efficiently to the offices and the organizations. So the other, from a other side of the wall, if we see from an organizational perspective, even the same survey quotes that even the organizations has benefited with the flexi working of the employees in terms of efficiency, in terms of completion of work, met the timelines much better than the the office working or in-office, in-person workings actually. So this is one thing. So other than that one, the employees can also take care of personal needs, being when they are being with their families and loved ones, naturally the satisfaction levels increase and they can more focus on the environment, being with their family. This is one of the biggest advantage the digital transformation has brought to the employees. Now, with the changed concepts and changed technology advancements, the the earlier speaker has very aptly mentioned, the cloud has provided the digital, accelerated the digital transformation to more than 100% speed actually. And similarly, it also increased the work satisfaction in the employees and efficient deliverables to the organizations. So what is the the challenges, key challenges the organizations are facing? If you take the biggest worry is we I earlier mentioned, when we used to presume the endpoints or the systems which we use inside the organization are secure, and the same device endpoint is allowed to work from a unknown network. We don't know the security, we don't know the routing channels of the network until the connectivity hits the enterprise boundaries. So here the biggest challenge is a few employees are working from home where a medium level of security is presumed. A level of security can be understood. But when people are working from public spaces, using the public Wi-Fi's and public available networks, that's the biggest challenge. Since neither the employee nor the organization will have control over the provided network there. So we all know the tons of cases, especially from a cybersecurity perspective, the rise in the attacks onto the enterprise boundaries increased by more than 300 to 500% in the first year of a pandemic, when we moved the people from allowing them to work from anywhere actually. And as the rapid digital transformation has taken place, parallelly the rapid increase in security concepts and the way we secure the workforces has changed actually. So new policies, new concepts, new guidelines, how the employee need to work, and the acceptable use of systems, acceptable use of organizational assets when they are working from, when they are utilized from the work from anywhere or flexi working environments has came in picture actually. So here the organization has to, when we adopt the journey of cloud, when we adopt the journey of digitalization and allowing the technologies and the core applications, opening up the core applications for the workforce from anywhere, we also need to provide the right transactional security while the data is in transit or data is retrieved back to the enterprise servers. And parallelly, the new way of protecting these devices. Earlier, only simple endpoint security is used to be sufficient. But now we need a wider array of technologies, multiple layers of technologies to secure the user when he is there in his premises, when he is transacting with the the out of VDA mode or out of the secured mode, and also when he is hitting the core systems, core enterprise services and the crown jewels. So all these things has to change, and we need to see the pattern, how this gentleman is lagging, and how the particular team is behaving in the network and outside of the network, approved time zones, approved the service accesses. These all things come in picture, and we know the technologies has brought the XDRs, the security has moved away from endpoint protection and endpoint securities to extended detection and response, from reactive to proactive, and from mitigating to identifying has become the common normal. And the biggest thing the cyber has achieved in these last 3-4 years is resiliency. Rather than securing and using the words of robustness, fight back, identify, detect kind of things, now cyber is becoming a more resilient enabler to the businesses actually. So cyber is allowing and helping the organizations in their journey to the accelerated journey to digital transformation, and providing the resiliency in every step of the digital transformational journey. It also helping the employees retaining back their flexi working from a security perspective, giving the confidence back to the organizations that the flexi working, though beneficial for the organizations, chosen by the employees, also secure actually. So the digital transformation and the flexi working also required safe and secure and scalable cloud computing, which we already discussed multiple times, and also how the best of best collaborative tools. Here I wanted to take an example. When we all know, I don't want to name any particular tool, but couple of tools which were initially used by enterprises were taken a hit, and Government of India and even CERT India has released couple of guidelines that which are the tools to be used for collaborative purposes when organizations are engaging with their employees, or the team engagements and team discussions actually. Since not all the tools are similar, not all the freewares are similar. There are couple of freewares which actually try capturing your data and try capturing your resources when you communicate and share between the teams when you collaborate through these tools actually. That's the biggest risk. The digital transformation evangelist has to take in consideration that the right secure, the resilient way of providing the collaboration between the teams actually. And the highest and the biggest criteria for a digital transformation is how the organization is taking data to the next level, how it is planning to secure the data. So even the data, earlier it is to be completely in my control. Earlier it is to be completely in the vicinity and the visibility of the organization. Even someone is moving a file, when I set a guideline that more than 5 MB file, whenever it moves, I need to be intimated, I need to have an alert kind of a thing. But now the entire work is happening remotely, flexibly. So here the data is always in transit between the people from one network to other network, and entering into the corporate network, retrieving, accessing, storing back, updating, appending, and all those things. So the highest level of encryption methodology and security need to be used. And we all know Gen AI and generative AI and linguistic language models has originated. So how about the prompts which we share it with the Gen AI or the chatbots or the Gemini and bots of the world. So what classified information inadvertently we are providing to them, and how it is like sharing or storing the data, and how it is like retrieving back. So these are the challenges. So the biggest priority for any organization while deciding the journey to digital transformation is to consider effective of securing the data of its own or of its clients before it takes any embarkment onto this journey. Going ahead, so I tried to put a few of the points which may be important for any organization when they they wanted to have a productive and collaborative, efficient organization between the flexi working and the corporate working. So one is provide the the right way of remote access to the employees, have the right monitoring, 24/7 monitoring of their behavior patterns, and also another one of the biggest thing which I forgot to mention is security training. So we brought many new devices and the technologies. If we don't tell them that how this need to be used, how we need to behave, how we need to access them safely, then there is no brainer that the organization are going to fail. So the as per Gartner, the key aspect of security journeys is the awareness. You bring in any kind of a Boeing or a Airbus, if you don't have a right pilot who understand how to use it, then it is not less than the Ola or Uber. That's it. You need to have the right awareness and the training, and let the employees understand what is the acceptable behavior and which link to be clicked. See, I as a security practicing professional, I normally do simulations wherever I am working. For the phishing simulations or the website link simulations, I normally see people falling prey. Even the brightest of bright leaders falling prey to the phishing simulations. See, even everyone knows that this kind of mails or this kind of text are fishy even. So I don't know how many of you know, we are seeing the digital arrest phenomena. Everyone reading in the newspaper and the channels. So simple thing, somebody called and somebody asked you that boss, you are under arrest and you need to transfer this money, and people are doing simple things. What is here, is he not a matured guy, is he not an educated guy? He is educated. They are even, I know one of the prominent startup CEO of Bengaluru reached out to me Shaik, how we can recover money. I lost 3 CR in the last week, in 1 week. He's saying somebody called from customs, somebody called from police. They all say that he need to transfer the money since he on his name some Aadhaar card and PAN card is available. Boss, say, before transferring 3 CR, you shall have spoke to the police rather than speaking to me. So what is missing is the awareness. What is missing is how to react, how to take a step back. So how to contain, how to act. These things are missing. So this is called as awareness. So I appreciate the organizations which takes priority and the front footing and to train their employees more than purchasing the new tools. Awareness is more important. If see there are multiple tools and technologies and version upgrades available, but there is no version upgrade for human idiocy. If a person wants to be ignorant lifetime, there is nothing can be changed actually. So we need to upgrade ourselves. We need to upgrade our human force. Next is collaboration. In the collaboration also, I already mentioned the collaboration data protections are more prominent ways of securing the organization, and we need to select the right tools which are suggested by the supported by the governments and the security professionals, and which correctly aptly match into your existing ecosystem. Maybe there may be a best tool available, but if it doesn't match into your skill sets available in the organization and the ecosystem, the tools already existing in your organization, then there is no use. Again, you need to scale up the entire stuff from the grounds up actually. So I already mentioned about the cloud aspect, but some of the attendee was asking about what are the major challenges we face on the cloud journeys actually from a security perspective, being undertaking multiple cloud journeys in last 1 decade approximately. More than 150 cloud journeys I have done as a consultant and as a head of consulting services for one of the prominent service integrator. So my experience is the biggest thing is misconfigurations at the network layer of the cloud actually. That's one of the biggest thing actually. So which normally every organization and every cloud team overlooks. So that opens the voluminous doors to the hackers or the malicious elements actually. That's one thing which we all need to remember. And on the cloud applications also, like we need to see which are the applications we wanted to open and throw onto the cloud, and which are required and which are not required. We need to have that qualifying criteria before we adopt this journey. Time's up, and we already discussed. And the other one of the more very prominent thing is organizations has. I see like I mean, a couple of organizations which I visit and understand, the policies are decade old. Only dates are changing, not the content. Every year, as per the regulation, they will update, reviewer, author, sign, and rolled out again, the same content. Technologies has changed. We need to change the policies. We need to change the interpretation of these policies and how these policies can be updated and enforced properly inside the organization. Maybe like we may have a best of the best constitution in terms of a policy, but like what happens if that is not opened and seen by anyone and not correctly, like I mean say, enforced inside the organization across the layers of technology. So that's it.